Today I'm going to be discussing the differences between tension headaches and migraines from an Ayurvedic perspective. In Ayurveda, we have three main energies. These are Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Everybody has a unique energetic makeup called a Prakriti, where one of these doshas is dominant. Now, your dominant dosha is the one that is most likely to go out of balance. First up, we have tension headaches, the most common type. This type of headache is characterized by tight, constricting, aching, or fluctuating pain. Sometimes it's described as having a tight band around the head. Causes for tension headache include mental and emotional stress, multitasking, work-related stress, irregular routine, irregular digestion, including constipation, bad diet, not enough sleep, eye strain, and suppressing natural urges, especially the flow of tears. People with Vata as their primary dosha tend to have a digestion style called Visham Agni, which is characterized by irregularity and dryness. People with imbalanced Visham Agni tend to experience constipation. Vata is responsible for all the movement in the body. Udana Vata moves up and Apana Vata moves down. What happens in a tension headache is that there's an imbalance in the Vata dosha. There's too much upward flow of energy and not enough downward flow of energy. When the downward flow of energy is blocked, there's no energy coming through the feet into the earth, and a person becomes unable to ground themselves. This leads to heightened anxiety, difficulty falling asleep, and elevated stress levels. This downward blockage often expresses itself as constipation, and this puts pressure on the brain and nervous system. The recommended regimen for tension headaches includes establishing a regular routine where the main meal of the day is at lunch when digestive fire is the strongest, yoga asanas to gently move the body, listening to Gandharva music to lower stress levels, and of course, transcendental meditation, which has been proven to lower both stress and anxiety. A more intense approach would be a panchakarma, which is a detoxification and purification process aimed at restoring doshic harmony. It is recommended to eat a lacto-vegetarian diet, favoring warm, fresh, easily digestible foods. It is essential to avoid eating red meat, yogurt, cheese, butter, heavy or fried foods, additives and preservatives, ice cream, leftovers, and processed foods. Next, we'll be talking about migraines, which happen when Pitta moves into Vata. Migraines are characterized by severe, burning, searing, sharp, or throbbing pain, often on only one side of the head. Sometimes they're accompanied with nausea or vomiting, and they're often accompanied by visual sensations like auras. Pitta governs all forms of eyesight, including both physical and inner vision, things like perception and discernment and intuitive clarity. A hallmark trait of migraines is photophobia, or sensitivity to light and sound. Migraines are exacerbated by heat, and they can last for hours or days and may be disabling. Causes for migraines include sharp or irregular digestion, ama, stress, especially anger, frustration, or mood swings, excessive heat, eye strain, environmental pollution or toxins, and suppressing natural urges, especially the flow of tears. People with Pitta as their dominant dosha tend to have a digestion style called Tikshna Agni, which is characterized as hot and sharp. People with imbalanced Tikshna Agni will experience loose stools and diarrhea. Those who have Visham Agni may have a tendency towards Tikshna Agni due to their irregularity. When Pitta's heat and strength invade Vata's cold, delicate channels, Vata pushes Pitta upwards. Then you have Pitta's heat irritating the arterial small arteries within the brain, making them constrict and dilate. And this is a classic migraine pattern. The Pitta aspect is the dilation or the opening of blood flow, and the constricting is the Vata aspect. The recommended diet and regimen are going to mirror exactly what was just recommended for tension headaches. If digestion is imbalanced, you should start with a dosha diet according to which dosha is disturbed. If ama is present, then one should start with a light dosha diet and graduate to the regular dosha diet when able. Some herbs for pacifying pitta are peppermint, lavender, rosemary, chamomile, eucalyptus, sage, and also cumin, coriander, and fennel.